What's happening, everybody? Back again. So, Upchurch. Everybody knows he's back out this year. He's doing shows again, making his rounds. Like I say, he took some time off just to kind of do his own thing, kind of get grounded, if you will. Just do family stuff. Be family, you know what I mean? Live with his family, be around his family, enjoy it. But this year, he's already got numerous shows lined up. Like I say, I don't know if you'd call it a tour exactly, because it's just different shows in different cities and things like that. But apparently there was some sort of a mix-up, or if you want to call it that. They put out flyers for numerous shows. It was a series of shows, I think 4 or 5 shows that this one promoter had Upchurch at. I believe they had Jelly Roll at. They had numerous, big name artists. But Upchurch was upset that his name, and I would say, and you could say that Upchurch is probably, in that genre of music, is the #1 artist out of all of them. Yet his name was, I guess, placed at the bottom of the banner in small print. Everybody else's name was in larger print, and then there was 2 or 3 names at the bottom that were smaller that you could see if you got close enough to it. And it said Ryan Upchurch. The one that I seen had Upchurch on there twice. It had Upchurch's name up there in big, bold letters, just like everybody else's. But then at the bottom, it had it in smaller letters again. Apparently, Upchurch wasn't having that, which I don't blame him at all. He's been around the longest. He's been around longer than the majority of these guys that are playing at the same concerts that he's at. Therefore, he should be the #1 name on it. And if not the #1 name on it, at least make his name as big as everybody else's, so that it's known that he's well known. So I guess there was a conversation, and Upchurch told the promoter if he didn't change all the flyers and put his name up there where it should be with everybody else, and stop trying to make him look like he was either added on to the show, or that he's that he's opening for them, when he's a a main act. He's the #1 act. He's going to be the #1 draw. People are going to come more so to see him than they are the other guys. And nothing against the other guys. There were some really, like I say, off the top of my head, I can't remember all the names, but there were some really good, well-known other artists as well. And nothing against those guys either. A lot of their stuff's great too. I've listened to, like I say, a lot of different people, and I'm not one of those that's necessarily like, oh, I like that person as an artist. I like different songs. This guy might have a couple of killer songs that I really like. He might have a whole lot of them I don't like. You know what I mean? Upchurch just happens to be one of the artists that 90% of the songs that he puts out, I enjoy. Most people enjoy. He's just one of those artists. There are very few and far between when you find artists like that people really just are drawn to, and everything they put out, they have obviously a strenuous process of how they pick music, how they make music, how they go over it, and how they decide which songs are what before they put them out. Because, like I said, some artists are able to do it, and like I say, 90% of their songs are good. 90% of their songs people love. And every now and then there's one that's a hit and miss, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of these other artists, and there are a lot of these other artists that have had a hit song that was on the radio, playing everywhere. It was playing in every club. They were making money. They were touring, and they'll get one hit, and they'll tour for a couple of years off of that one song. And they'll play other songs while they're at their show, but that's their main song. That's what people know them for, and that's how they got where they're at. Then once that song kind of burns out, if you will, a lot of them are never able to come up with another one that's an actual hit again. See what I'm saying? And in my opinion, Upchurch is not one of those artists. Clearly, because he's not signed to a major record label, and he's not mainstream, if you will, you don't hear a lot of his songs on the radio or things like that. But in people that are fans of country music, rap music, because he does it all, his type of fans, he has a just as big of, if not larger, fan base than these artists that or one-hit wonders, if you will, that had a cult following basically off of one song that went to every concert that those guys had, etc. Upchurch has probably a larger following than those people, but you just don't see his stuff out on mainstream radio. And every now and then, I can't say I haven't heard one of his songs on the radio, because I have, but it's all in who's willing to play it, because a lot of them, obviously, major record labels are going to tell them what to play and what not to play, or they're going to threaten them with whatever. If they feel like you're playing shit they don't want you to play because they can't get what they want out of that artist, they might threaten to fire him. They might threaten to, it doesn't matter. One way or another, his fans are going to find his music, because his fans are going to search out his music. So whether it be YouTube, Spotify, wherever, whatever site that you go to buy your music, to listen to your music, fans are going to go find it. Fans don't need to hear it on the radio. Like I say, in all honesty, a lot of people nowadays don't listen to the radio. They have their own music. They have their own playlist. They get in the ride. They plug their phone in. They plug whatever, you know what I'm saying? They start playing their shit, and that's what they listen to. They're not listening to the radio. And anymore, radio stations are more commercials than anything. It's people trying to sell you something, some bullshit, and you're just thinking, play music. Play the music. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, from what I understand, they got that all worked out. And Upchurch is going to be playing those shows. And if not, he'll play more. He's going to play some other shows. Like I said, this year, that's what he plans to do. Obviously, we haven't heard a lot from Upchurch in the past month, if you will, because he's actually working on an album right now. Usually when he's working on an album, you don't hear him, because that's how he puts out the such good music as he does, because he puts all of his attention into it. He puts all of his heart into it. He puts all of his, you know what I mean? He's dead stop. He's in that mode until he's done. Then you'll see him back making videos and stuff, but he's not going on YouTube or going live and making videos and bullshitting while he's doing it. He's not that type of guy. He's not that type of artist. So he will resurface after this album comes out, and I'm expecting, like I say, we're all expecting big things, and it should be good. People are still reviewing and reacting to, if you will, his remix, the remix that he just did, the Skill Shot, which was killer. The more times you listen to it, the more stuff you're going to hear. You can listen to it the first time, you're not going to catch every bar. Go back and listen to it again, you're going to hear more bars that you didn't hear before, more lines, more catches, more, you know what I mean? Which is what makes that type of rap just the best type, in my opinion. A lot of stuff that's out now is just people are going to the slow, just singing and just, you know what I mean, harmonizing, which is nothing wrong with that. Everybody likes that too. But people love the hardcore rap, going hard, just actually spitting like subliminal, you know what I mean, bars that you have to actually think about to catch the catch to it. But anyways, if you haven't already, go and check that out. It was called Skill Shot. People are still reviewing it. People are still trying to remix it, put their own twist on it. But go check that out. If you haven't already, go and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate everybody that's done that. Turn your post notifications on, and drop me a like. Obviously, more likes, more after this be viewed. And drop me a comment, tell me what you think about this new album that's coming out. What do you think it's going to be? He had asked at one point if the fans wanted a country album, they wanted a rock album, or they wanted a rap album. So you think it's going to be one or the other, or do you think it's going to be a little bit of everything? Drop me a comment, tell me what you think. Appreciate everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out.